If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them. So be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attune with an Aetherite before, Nicodemus? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. Because science! Alright. This is Momodi. She's cute as hell. She's a cute little Lala. Look at her. Woman? Why, hello there. Who might you be? I'm nicodemoscain, bitch. What's up? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Modi, and I own this fine establishment. If it pleases you, well, it's alright. I don't know if it pleases me. Yeah. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Probably. I got that feeling. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example, they've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Yes, they are. Hello. I'm getting distracted. Sorry, guys. Yes, the ever-dancing Makote girls, they will sit there and boogaloo their asses for you. All day, all night. And it's not so bad. It really isn't. The people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. Because there's 7 hells, and there's going to be an 8th. So much was lost in the blink of an eye, 'twas like the end of the world had come at last. Yeah. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though, the part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. And I'll get into this story later on, too. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. Oh, yeah. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals, like yourself, to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Sure, why not? Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spinning and bickering like the old days. Working and spinning and bickering. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Sure. See, she's cute as a butt. Oh, Modi's so cute. Little freckles. nicodemoscain, well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. I've had other names that I've used that they just, when she says that, it's just hilarious as hell. Alright, Mr. Kane, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. XIV is my witness, I swear to you. I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Wow, that's some serious... Okay. Be grateful you are given a fourth chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. And people just let this happen, too? Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Wow. Kind of a bitch. Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Okay. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Nicodemus. Yep. I'm here. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. There we go. I get a reward. Hey. So, of course, that's experience I'm getting, and that's Gil. So, yeah, the Gil is actually on the screen. Actually, I'm 103 Gil now. I'm like rich. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first steps as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Momodi Modi. Nice. You can go forth and discover the incredible adventures that wait you. There you go. It's the main scenario quests, important quests that have a little meteor thing around it. Quests usually indicate a task or series of tasks that are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Alright, there's that. And now we just select it. Momodi, the proprietress of the quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. As if I wasn't talking enough. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. And there will be episodes where I'm not talking so much and we're running around doing stuff. It's just this introductory thing. There's so much crap that they try to get you to understand, right off the bat, that it's like you never think it's going to end, but it eventually does. We'll get through it all. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal named an Aetheryte. Don't freak out because it's a giant floating crystal. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them. So be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attune with an Aetherite before, Nicodemus? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. Because science! When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Thaumaturge's Guild over at Arsneth Ossuary. Assuming that scepter ain't just for show, you might consider training there. Well, I do carry it around. It is there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all over Eorzea, all across Eorzea, and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah as long as you've got the guild. Yep, no shit. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Nicodemus. Well, it kind of sucks because not many people tell us what it should be worth. But we'll get into that. That'll be a whole other thing, too. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself. Say that 3 times fast. Especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. I'm sure he will. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Thaumaturge's Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Yeah, it's simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there, will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after guild the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guild of your name. Yeah, hey, what's up? Is that it? Is that all? Can we go? Should we start doing stuff now? And there we go. And look, there's people. Yay. Alright, let's see what this is. Main menu grants quick access to the thing. Character, yeah. If you wish to customize various settings, which I will, I just have to get to it. Game progress saved automatically, or not game functions, yeah. Sanctuaries. Crescent moon icon appears on the experience bar. There's a whole thing where the longer you stay in a sanctuary, the more there's a XP bonus that you get. I try to stay in a sanctuary as much as possible. Experiences earned. Oh, okay. Current resting bonus displayed at the top of your experience bar, yada yada yada. And then you stay at the ends. They help you sleep. Of course, selecting the map, under travel, yeah. Occasionally, quest objectives can be. And this is all stuff I know already. So we're just kind of going through them. It's the stuff I don't know, the new stuff that I haven't seen before, that I have to worry about. So, we are in the game. We are actually in the game. And, like I said, there ain't a damn person here. When I started playing this game, there was one person. When I started playing this game way back when, there would be like 20 people lined up here. There would be like 5 or 6 people lined up here. There'd be 4 people lined up here. And then there'd be even more just kind of scattered around. Now there's nothing. Because the game is, we're in a high level stuff now. They're all in a whole other place. I don't expect to see very many people. And that is why we're playing this game now instead of later. Because I just don't expect to see anybody. That's how bad it is. So if I don't do this now, by the time I get to it in a couple years, it'll be even worse. So hopefully we'll be able to get to it. So what do you have to say? Greetings, I'm one of the smiths. I'm a smith. A stoker, fires, and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the our little Adventurers Guild, nice, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. Now this is something new that they added. I see that you have but recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. Yeah, well, from here to 60 is pretty messed up. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The adventure status applied to all players who have recently begun their own adventures. Amongst the Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist new adventurers. Yeah, when a new adventurer or mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers can gain access to the... Wait, what? Novice Network? Exclusive chat channel? Oh, okay. where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences. Now, see, on my main character, because I was a level 50, as soon as I got in, it automatically popped up and said, "Do you want to be part of the mentor network or the novice network?" And it put me as a novice because I hadn't been in 2 years. But it automatically put me in that network. That way I could, talk to everybody. I haven't used it yet. I don't really. It's sad. It's an MMO, but I don't really talk to people. I just kind of keep to myself. I'm getting better at that, though. Before I left, I was in a free company that I did talk to a lot of people, but once it fell apart, I kind of stopped. We'll get to all that stuff too. What will you do? What is a new adventure? What is a novice network? How do I earn bonus experience? What is a mentor? You basically covered it. He covered everything in there. But it is something new that I do like. I like the fact that they added that. That way that people that come in, especially with this game, sometimes you just don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to do it. You're just kind of like, well, what's this? What's that? So, hopefully, that will help people. Hopefully. You never know. Let's go do these main storylines, because we are running low on time. It's about 45 minutes in. Now, all of these side quests, we'll come back to. I will come back to those in a little bit. I think I just passed Link. That was interesting. Some of these new glamours that they've made for this game are just hilarious. I love them. And glamours are basically you could take your suit armor, whatever you're wearing, and you could put it's like a glamour crystal, or I don't know what the hell it is. You could put it on there with it, and you can change the look to some other piece of equipment in a game. And it's a cool little thing, but sometimes it's for you, sometimes it's not for you. All right, Guild Receptionist Yayake. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here this day, friend. I see that you harbor arcane ambitions, though your journey has scarcely begun. Yeah, I know, right? Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught. Primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. Ruined. If you would join our ranks and wield such power, you must needs know of our beginnings. The nation of Ul'dah inherited its traditions from ancient Baladia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of the Nalthal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funereal rites, there you go. The arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we know now as thaumaturgy. Oh yeah! Freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raising fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The Dweemers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious. God, Jesus, guys, when applied to the living. It is for this reason that we are feared and respected in equal measure. You're damn right. You fear the Black Mage. You respect the Black Mage. Thus does our guild thrive, ensconced in the catacombs of Arzanath Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer, if you would plumb the abysmal depths of thaumaturgy? Let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guild masters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude needed, testicular fortitude needed, necessary to look upon that which waits with therein. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. And there you go. That's the super long explanation of thaumaturges. My God. We will come back to that. I will probably do that in the next episode. Like I said, we will get to all this stuff. I just wanted to go through the first main storyline. That way we can at least get somewhere, because it's entirely possible to get so wrapped up inside of. There's Link. See, I'm telling you. Oh, then he changed. Nice. It's so entirely possible to get wrapped up in all these side quests that you start losing focus of where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. That is a great dress. Look at that. That is amazing. She is a monk. Or no, rogue. She went... No, it's not rogue. That's the name of her. No, I don't want that. Let's see if we can... Yeah, she's a monk. That's nice. That's really cool. So here's the Aetheryte. We're tuning to it. Oh, look, I got some guild sellers on the... nice. See, they don't shout anymore. They'll sit here at the Aetherytes and they'll just talk. We'll come back to it. Nidabaru. Hail, adventurer. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Modi of the Quicksand? Yes, I did. What's up? Huh. Look at me. I was like, what you want, bitch? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. Wait, what? That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. You son of a bitch. I can punt you across those damn stairs. Yeah. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Yeah, the look on your face when I kick you is going to be priceless, too. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you were unfamiliar with the use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Yes, I have, but other people haven't. Well, these teleportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you find that informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or teleportation magic, or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Alright, it's good enough for me. Basically, that means every one of these crystals I find, I gotta stop and touch it. Because I like touching crystals. You tune with the Aetherite, you're now able to use a return spell. Okay? Return, this basically says if you set one of these big crystals to your home point, you can come back to it at any time you want for free. And it's good to have. Especially if you get to a new city and there's like a quest line, you know, that ends in that city and you have to go out and do the quest. It's good to be able to come back to it real quick. Sometimes I don't do it, sometimes I do. I don't know. And it costs money to travel from Aetherite to Aetherite, especially long distances. Especially depending on how far away these Aetherites are. So, you know, sometimes it's good to do, sometimes it's not good to do. This is me, and every single one I see I have to attune to. That way I have the excess. Yes, I can quick travel through the Ethernet. They call it the Ethernet. Alright, we are getting close on time, so I gotta go do this. I will talk about all the other random little stuff in the next video, because we are running out of time. Cesaroga. And you are, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? You would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. Don't call me Shirley. My dear adventurer, when you ask an old Don for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you can afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Yeah, right. Handing over items. Letter of introduction. Yes, take my letter, biatch. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Humph. Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. Attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanates. Being advantageously situated in relation to other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. Yes, this game loves those big $20 words. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventure, a deadly sword perhaps, or shinier trinkets. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. To the south, you shall find... And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where corn is concerned. Yes, yes, yes. That means just don't buy up a lot of shit. Ahem, that is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now get the shit out of there. And there you go. There's that. So, I'm going to start doing my outro here because we are running right at the last minute. But this is Final Fantasy XIV. This is how it starts. And like I said, it gets less talkative. The first, I would say, 2 hours, 2 maybe 3 hours of this game are nothing but setup talk. You know, it's like, here's how you do this, here's how you do that. You can get to level, oh man, I bet you it's level 4 before you even go outside. You know, doing side quests. Before you even fight one monster, you can get to like level 4, which we will probably do, but we'll get into it later. How was your tour of the city, Nicodemus? Get lost, did you? No, actually, it's pretty well laid out. Well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are, so when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Yes. Alright then, all that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. There you go. That's the first main storyline out of the way. Wow. I mean, jeez, what's she? level 4 requirement to get to the next step. All right. Well, anyways, there you guys go. This is Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna keep doing this. Again, it'll be weekly. It might even be bi-weekly. I don't even know. It depends on how I'm feeling. Because I'm not going to take this one as seriously as some of the other ones. Like I said, the only reason we're starting this now is because by the time we get to 14 in the line, it's going to be so late in the game that I may not even be able to do, you know, lower level quests. You know, it's kind of a pain. But we're here, we're doing it, and with Stormblood coming through, there might be an influx of more people, so we may start seeing more people, you never know. But I've been nicodemoscain. This has been Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. We're going to get through this. I will explain a lot of this other stuff in the next episode, but for now, this was good, this was fun. Please feel free to come back next time where we will continue the storyline, see where all of this goes, and you know, generally have some fun. But thank you guys very much for coming around checking it out. I wish you all well in all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. Take care.